Hello and welcome to Kedrick Farms. We're back with another episode of the Minnesota Millennial Farmer map by Mapper's Paradise. And we're still recovering from our cold a little bit here, but hopefully today's episode will be just a little bit better. We've got a little bit of tidying up to do around the farm here. We are into late autumn. Our harvest is done. Our tillage is done. But we got a couple of things we want to try out with tillage. And we've got the other part of the Akron bagger set here. This is the auger that's used to get the grain back out of the bag. So we're going to get that hooked up today as well and get things set up because I think we're going to be selling some corn here in a few quote-unquote days and seasons. And mostly I just want to play with it. And I think I want to get all of those bags picked up before we transition to the new version of the map. So we're going to take a look at that, but before we do that, inquiring minds want to know if the 8RX can pull this, this ripper vertical tillage tool. I don't even know what it's called now, but Turbo Chisel. There you go. It's a Turbo Chisel. And so we're going to get this 8RX out here. And looking at the store horsepower, it should work, but it's kind of like on the line a bit, and you never know with mods. So you first need to what? Unfold the tool cultivator. I do not want to unfold it. I want to disconnect it. Let me back up here just in case it's going to be picky about making me do that. Can I lower it? I don't know. No, what are you doing? You should be able to stay up like that. And there you go. It just didn't like that the tractor wasn't on, I think. And there will be a couple of odd cuts and edits in this video as I have to cut out random coughing fits, so I do apologize again. But I am super excited because I think this is going to work. And if this works, what that means is I could get a couple of these turbo chisels and have them running in the field at the same time with both this and my 8R or with that 9RT. But I want to see if this is going to be able to pull them at its full speed or not. And we have this perfect strip here that I missed with the high-speed disc. So this is going to be a good test to see how well this guy can pull. Lower it down here. And if I remember correctly, this Turbo Chisel is a 7-mile-an-hour implement. If we just jump in here, is it this one? Yes, 7 miles an hour. So looks like it is going to work as we want it to. So that is awesome. So we're just going to finish this run down to the end of the field here. Picking up this little bit that we missed when we were doing tillage earlier. And then we're going to jump on over to hooking up that auger in the Akron bagger. So we got all those spots fixed up here. So we're just going to run back over here to the farm and get switched over. I want to check out this bagger. I'm really excited to see how we can get the grain back out of these bags. And what I think we're going to do is, in preparation of hauling some of this corn up here in a couple of days during the winter, we're going to load both trucks up and see how far that gets us. Now, I realize a couple of days in seasons is really more like a couple of months, but, you know, we're not going to be too picky here, and I mostly just want to see how this works. And so we're running low on other jobs to do on the farm, and I figure it'll be a little bit easier to load those before it possibly snows in the not so distant future. So we're gonna put this guy back in the shed here. Hopefully I can do it without running into my combine. Be awesome. And I think we're also going to sneak the 9RT in there if I can. Because I don't think we're going to need any of those tractors anytime soon. So if I can just get this angled in from this side. Like so. And that should do it. Alright, enough with the cleaning up the yard. So, let's take this auger here over to the bags. And I think what I want to do, well, what I want to do is unload the smallest bag first. But unfortunately, with the way that this lines up, oh, actually, can I unload from either end of the bag? There's a question I don't know the answer to. I'm going to say probably no, because they're all, yeah. Just the way the bags look, I think that I'm only going to be able to hook this up to this end of the bag. So I'm going to have to unload this closer one first, because otherwise I won't be able to get to this auger. Oops, we're jackknifing this auger. Let's be a little bit more careful, I'm thinking. So I think what I need to do here, and again, I have never used one of these before, is I think I need to just jam it in there. That's right. So if I do that, I'm all hooked up. And then if I bring up my menu here, and I go here, I can pipe out. And I think I'm all set up. So what I want to do is load the semis, but I don't really want to drive semis down there. So what I think we're going to do is head into the shop here and grab this here grain cart, because this will let me, A, get enough filled up to fill a semi, and then I'm expecting this grain cart's going to unfill faster, so I can keep unloading into the grain cart while I go and get this semi sorted out. And so what we're going to do is actually back this thing right up into the auger, I think. So, bear with me for a moment here. We're gonna we're gonna put this thing right back up into this auger. Now, again, realistically, I would probably drive alongside this and it would continue to move with the bag as it chewed up the corn, but that's just not going to happen. So there's apparently no animation for the corn coming out of the auger, but it's definitely coming out of the auger here and going into my trailer. It's not going super fast, but it is going. And so I'm going to put my auger out here, and I'm going to straighten my tractor out just a smidge, get the spout out, and hopefully we're going to be able to pull a semi up under here. So let's give that a try. And yeah, we're going to see how this goes. So I'm going to whip this semi around in the yard here. And pull it right up here under the snout for this grain cart. I should have really got this grain cart. You know what? We're going to do that. We're going to move the grain cart so it's in a better position so I can kind of pull through. Otherwise, we're going to be fighting with this every time. There we go. That, I think, is going to work better. So now, what I'll be able to do is actually come around here. Where am I going? Nobody knows where I'm going. We're going to turn around here. And then not hit our 6R, but come in nice and close like this, and then be able to fill up this truck. And then, like I said, this auger wagon, been playing farm sim too much. The grain cart's going to unload a lot faster into this semi than that little auger is going, so I'll be able to get a whole nother truckload here while I'm switching the trucks around, which will be good. And I think a bag holds somewhere around 3 to 4 trucks. And so once I load these 2 trucks plus have the grain cart full, I should have almost emptied a bag. So we'll see. But this is going to set us up good for selling our corn here in a couple of days. And so I just want to get everything all ready to go. Alright, let's move this truck out of the way. We'll bring the other one in here. Go ahead and tarp that. I think we're just going to leave it like right here in the middle of the yard, because we're going to be taking these out soon. Get this guy going. And again, we're going to turn around first, I think, just to make it easier on ourselves. See if I can pull straight through here. There we go. Hop out here and monitor the situation. And the front hopper looks full, so we're going to go ahead and pull this up and start, dumping into the back. Alright, so we've got, both semis loaded here. Let's just jump in the tractor here and turn the HUD back on. So the grain cart is still loading up, which is good. Wasn't sure because there's no dump animations on that auger. And so with 2 full semis and a full grain cart, we're going to be in a pretty good spot when it comes time to start selling here. So I'm just going to park these guys here. And we're going to run over here and tarp the grain cart up, because I think he's going to be done getting filled. Just about. And there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and just tarp him and shut off this 6R. No need to leave him running. And if we look here, we got 283 bushels of corn left. So close. And I'm just looking at our total grain storage capacity there. So with that, I think it's time to advance the clock a little bit. And so we're back after fast forwarding for several days, actually, to midwinter, which is, if we look at the seasons menu, where our corn prices come up the highest. And so we've got some pretty good prices for corn right now. Very, very good. $30 a bushel. I'll take that any day. So we're going to go ahead and start selling this corn. And so we've got a course set up here with auto drive, I believe, actually, to sell corn for the Lowry CHS. So we're going to go ahead and come here, and we're going to tell it to fill at the farm grain yard unload 2, which is in the back there, and I'm going to be manning that. And then we're going to take this to the CHS. We're selling corn, and we're going to tell him to go. And so he's detected he's full of corn. He's going to drive down to the Lowry CHS and sell all that corn. And then when he comes back, he should come all the way around here and park right underneath this auger, and then I'll be able to drive over there with the grain cart and fill him up. That's my plan. And so then we're doing the work with the grain cart, and the auto drive courses are just doing their thing. So we're going to set this guy up in the same way. And so he's going to, I want to just check load, unload combine, drive. Yeah, I think I want this pick up and deliver. And so he's going to do the same exact course to the CHS, corn, and go. Now, these guys should be smart enough to not run into each other and all that good stuff. Because I've had 2 trucks going on the sell point before. And I just wanted to give them a little bit of space, mostly to give me some time in between loading them, because I will need to go and load the grain cart again a bit anyway. So I think this is going to work out pretty well. I do want to jump up into that front truck, though, and just see how he's doing. He should just come right up into the sell point here and do his thing. I don't think I've had any problems with auto drive selling at this sell point. Boom, there we go. And last time I looked, it looks like the price might keep going up here on corn for a little bit, so that's encouraging, because we've got a lot of corn we want to sell. And if I look at the season's market chart here, it looks like this is the high point for corn. I mean, this is about the same, but we might as well sell as much of this corn as we can right now. I'm trying to see that other truck is coming or not. I guess I could just get out and go look. He is on his way in here, but we've just finished. And so we're away with truck number 1, and truck number 2 is gonna get started here. And so with that, we should head back to the farm and get ready to go with this here grain cart. And so we did fill this grain cart full earlier, and so we're going to be able to just get him started. And I think I'm going to actually need to maybe pull around a little bit to get lined up alongside that semi-truck when he comes in to the unloading point here. So I'm just going to get whipped around here a little bit, getting stuck in the trees. And this will allow me to kind of see where I need to get. So it looks like he's coming back in here to the loading point, and I hope he's just going to stop right up here somewhere and wait to be filled, which he is. Awesome. So let's jump in the grain cart here and load him up. We just got to scooch over here a little bit. I wasn't super sure where he was going to line up to because it's been a while since I've used that course. And so hopefully he's going to just hang out here until I get both hoppers filled. That would be preferred. And I'm hoping I can at least get him out of the way here before his buddy wants to bump into him. I think his buddy's going to be smart enough to stop. Yep, looks like it. maybe. He seems pretty upset. He's like spazzing out over here. Tires are shaking. Just waiting for him to start laying on the horn. Alright, this should fill up in just a moment here, and then I'm gonna be filling the grain cart. No, stop. Where are you going? Why is he driving on? We didn't have a full cart? Oh my goodness. I gotta look at the settings and figure out what just happened. That should not have happened. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get this filling, and then I'll look at this guy and make sure he's not gonna do the same thing. Where's my settings? I have a lot of settings here. I'm looking for unload fill. After unloading combine directly, go to deliver at this fill level. I don't know. I'm going to set it to 100. I'll set it to 99. I don't think this is what I want, though. That's for, like, unloading a combine. Look ahead, detour. Pick up and deliver. Driver reacts to an empty silo. He's supposed to wait if he doesn't pick up any grain. I don't know. We're going to try that. See what happens. Let's check this guy. He is not going anywhere because we're out of grain. Awesome. Looks like I'm dragging the bag with me. Let's leave the bag right here. Boom. And then we'll whip right around here and get going on the next bag. Oh, dear heavens, don't run into that. I probably should have moved that out of the way somewhere, but now we're down a tractor. I don't have anything to hook up to that just yet. So we're going to drive like a maniac here and try and get this hooked up. Just like so. Nope. Why is my guy all over the place? Like that. There we go. And I'm all hooked up, I think. I just need to set the bag to do that. Yep, the bag is ready to unload. So then I just need to back this guy up to the auger. Yes, that is working. There we go. Too many mods that change my UI on and off. So we just need to get to 1,700 and some change bushels here. It looks like our semi is up at the sell point right now. So this will actually work well now that I'm hooked up. I'll be able to fill this and start loading the grain cart again while they drive, and they'll be kind of on opposite ends rather than having both trucks come back at the same time. A little bit inefficient. Alright, that should be enough to fill this semi. So we're going to go ahead and get the semi going first, and then we'll finish topping off the grain cart. Bump. Nobody saw that. So we're curious. Where's our other semi? How close is he? He's still got a ways to go. Up at the top of the map still. Now the real question. Will this semi wait until he's full before he leaves? Apparently that setting that I was changing was probably the setting in question, because it looked like he was at about 99% when he left. So we're going to leave it there, just because by the time he starts his engine and gets going, we'll have dumped that final percent into the semi. And I really wish this unload auger had a animation to it. We take a quick look at the map. It looks like our other truck is coming down the road right at the wrong time, so these two are probably going to collide here at the mailbox. Yes, we have a truck pileup. Oh no, they're figuring it out. The guy going down the driveway is waiting up there. Good deal. I was expecting shenanigans. We may have actually found an efficient way to sell our grain. What do you know? And this bag is about a third empty now. We're not quite gonna have the full bushels in this grain cart by the time that semi is ready to go, I'm thinking. He might have to wait just a couple minutes. But I have to say, having the semis be fully automated definitely makes our lives a little bit easier. We don't have to worry about pulling them through into this spot every time. It's easier to move the auger wagon grain cart around than it is to move the semis around. Nope, that semi went on way before 99%. Oh, because I didn't adjust that semi, maybe. Hang on. I want to look at your settings. Are those settings specific to they're specific to the vehicle I was in? Alright, you know what? Fine. I will apply those settings to you. And next time you won't be going half empty. Having a little bit of impact on the price, but still looking good. A little bit short of $30. We've managed to get ahead on loading the grain cart for once, so we're at 100% here. So we should be able to load this semi that's coming up into the yard right now fully with no problemos. I'm super curious to see if I'm going to be out of the way here. Gotta pay attention now to this, how this truck comes in. Alright, he's definitely staying on the gravel, so as long as I'm on the grass, it should be good to go. And then he should pull up just a bit more there, giving me the opportunity to sneak into the back here. It doesn't look like we're gonna have enough corn in this bag. Nope, not enough. Oh well, we'll put what we have in this semi and then we'll monkey with it. We're almost there. See if I can monkey with it while we're unloading for a change. I need to move it out of the way. And then we need to move the bagger out of the way. Let me go ahead and back this up like so. And drop it off. And drop this off. And I think what I'll do is hook this bagger up to get it out of the way. Whoa. Wreck it while we're at it, I guess. There we go. And maybe what I'll do is just hook it right up to one of these bags and or struggle with backing up. We'll see. I think I am on the wrong side of that bag is why I can't hook up to it. So with that, we're going to drop the bagger and get back to hooking up the auger here to the bags because we need to get this truck going. So let's go ahead and do that. Boom, boom, boom. Then all we gotta do, as if this wasn't hard enough, is back up to this bag. But apparently that's too hard for me. I blame the cold meds. My driving definitely better than this on an average day, right? Right. Maybe not. All right, there we go. We're all in position. We're hooked up. And then we get in here and we switch to the bag and say pipe out. You can hear the sound of the corn moving a bit. And then we jump into this tractor here. We're going to put what we've got in the front bin, and then we're going to go get a little bit more to finish them off. Backing up. Pulling forward and then backing up, maybe. Do. Alright, well that's filling. I'm curious how much I actually need. I need less than 200 bushels. We got 200 bushels. Let's do it. Let's not crash into the semi this time, though. Boom. Good to go. Let's get filling. That other truck's gonna be here any minute with all the monkey business. Speaking of any minute. And that is our last bag emptied. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just shut this tractor off. I think I'm going to leave it all hooked up there for the moment. And this is just going to be a few bushels more than the next truck here. And so anything that's left over will probably just go in the main bin site. We are going to save the rest of our grain and sell it in the appropriate part of the summer here, I think. Mostly so that we can use Courseplay to do the unloading, because on this version of the map I would have to manually unload into each semi, kind of like I'm doing here. And I'll be honest, it is a little bit tedious to do manual unloading for that many truckloads of corn or soybeans. And so I'm really looking forward to the Courseplay auto drive setup that's coming on the new version of the map here soon. If you are watching my series and haven't seen the news posted in the comments below, the map is currently with Giants for testing on both console and mod hub. And so stay tuned for hopefully a change over to the new version of the map here in the near future. I have no idea actually how long it's going to take to get through testing, but hopefully it's going to go quickly. And so I know I've been anxiously awaiting the new version, and many of you have as well. So that's our last truck heading up to the sell point. And I think with the little bit of corn we've got left here, I'm going to see if I can get it to go into one of the bins. So we're just going to park it there, downspouts over. Let's try loading the dry silo first. Is it all going to fit? Perfect. I dig that. So let's close up that auger. And yep, we're looking good. So we're going to go ahead and just put this back in the shed real quick while we wait for that semi to get to the sell point. And then once he has sold, we're going to take a quick look at how many dollars we made selling off that corn. I want to say that was about 15,000 bushels of corn that we had in those bags. I had the numbers up somewhere earlier. I can't remember now off the top of my head. But either way, it was a fair amount of corn. All right, here we go. Selling off the last 2 hoppers of the corn we had out in the bags. Really can't wait to see how much we're going to make. And there we go. So let's hop on in here. Take a look at our metrics here. We sold just shy of $445,000 worth of corn today out of just the stuff that was in those bags, and we've got, almost double that in the bins, I think. So yeah, we've got a lot of grain left to sell. But that's a fair amount of corn sold for one day. And so with that, I think we're going to wrap up today's episode there, and hopefully catch back up with you on the new version of the map here in the next episode. That's all for today. Ketterk, out.